Hey, the sun comes around another time. Coffee gets brewed. And we are back in our Guitar from A to G sharp series. Now, we went through up to C sharp, and then I did F, and I did the key of G too. While I was in there, we kind of knocked out a couple of extra ones. So C sharp we leave off at. Now let's do the key of D. So key of D, we're going to be right here. So I'm going to actually use the D here. You could do the D here. You could do the D here. Right? And you could do the D in a bunch of other places too. Now, we'll start, let's say, with the Ionian, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to basically play it up here. And then, well, that's it. Cool, we're done. No, I'm just kidding. So then we have the 1 chord is your D. And then we have the 2 chord, which is E, which is a minor, right? And then we go up a whole step from that. We get our 3 chord, right? Which is going to be F sharp minor, right? Right? And then we have G major, up a whole step to get our dominant, right? A7, and then we go up to another whole step, catch this minor, B minor, right? And then we do the C minor 7, C sharp minor 7 flat 5. Right? And we could resolve it from this position here. Right? Ionian. Right? And then we have the E minor here, right? Or here. So we'll do the E Dorian. Right? And then we go up to F sharp minor, where we're using then the Phrygian. And then we go up a half a step, G, and that one is the G Lydian, right? So we have the G Lydian mode on that 4 chord. Then we go up to the 5 chord, which we used in a 7 in the earlier ones. It could be major, it's up to you. And then we have Mixolydian. So we have A, with that 5 chord. And then from there, we go up another whole step, right, to B. And then B minor would be our 6, right, because it's right after the 5 chord here. And we go to B, we're at 6, and what is our 6? It's our relative minor, so it's that natural minor Aeolian mode. You know, your kind of traditional minor scale. And then you go up to your C sharp minor 7 flat 5, which we caught down here too, right? remember? So with that one, what we're going to use, we're going to start on that C note, and we're going to, C sharp anyway, we're going to use the Locrian right after Aeolian, right? Kind of goes right with that scale, the sound. And then we resolve to our D. Let's be D done with D, right? D for done. So we're moving on. So the key of E flat then with the three flats, B, E, and A flat. And then you have your, you know, your 1, your 2, you know, at your F position, minor. Then you have G minor, A flat major, up a whole step to your B flat, or B flat 7, right? And then we go to C minor, right? And then we're gonna do D minor 7 flat 5, which would be here, right? Also. And then we end on our E flat, on our 1. All the modes and everything apply. So we have our E flat major, and then we go up a whole step and we do our minor 2nd note here. Then we go up another whole step and do another minor for the 3rd interval. Right? And then we go half step. And then we go up to another whole step to the B flat. And then we go up another whole step and do our minor arpeggio here, which is on that C minor arpeggio, right? And then up to the D minor 7 flat 5. And then we end on that E flat again. So done with key of E flat. The key of E is going to have 4 sharps. It's going to have F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. So let's just figure that out with our formula. The key of E major. So whole step. All right, there's our first sharp, F sharp. There's another sharp, G sharp, another whole step, right? Half step, A, all right. B, simple enough. Well, there's our C sharp, right? And then we have D sharp, and then E. So there were 4 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp in that formula. Our whole step, right? Half step, because it's the A note here, right? Whole step, half step, whole step, and then here, our D sharp, right? And then E. And chords, same thing, you know, you have your have your back to your 1. And back to the coffee, right? And we'll put the coffee in the frame here. That's a good spot for it, you know. I got to keep an eye on it because you never know when the pick troll is going to take a sip or two, and then, you know, it's like gone. You know, that guy that takes all the picks you're looking for. And, oh, sure enough. Yeah, get back there. Anyway, get that guy out of here. So we did F, now we'll do F sharp. So I have F sharp being our root, whole step. So I have F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, right? Then I have E, or I have E sharp, believe it or not, we're calling it, and then F sharp. So E sharp is actually the same note as F, right? But when we're spelling out the particular key, the alphabet has to be consistent. So I have F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, E sharp, F sharp. Same patterns apply. And then, of course, same chords apply. Your 1 chord, your 2 chord, right? Your 3 chord, and then your 4 chord, your 5 chord, your 6, and then up a whole step, and then back to your, right? F sharp. Your arpeggios, the same. And then right. And then your E sharp, minor 7 flat 5, and then our half step. So that's pretty much it, you know, in a nutshell. Guitar from A to G sharp. Now, the only one I didn't do, really, is the G sharp, but I think you guys can figure it out using the whole step. Again, all your modes, you know, you have all stacked, all linear, kind of as a transparency. They just kind of shift depending on what key you're in. And, you know, through this series, if you have been noticing, I've been wearing like the same thing. And I'm kind of like, don't like to really think about clothes much because I work in more of a formal environment. So when I get out of the monkey suit, I don't care what I look like. I'm not trying to impress here. I'm trying to either express or communicate and teach you guys. And I'm actually teaching myself at the same time. They say you teach best what you most need to learn. And that's why I love to teach, because it pushes me to get my own things, you know, organized as well. And before I go in this one, I'm going to show you guys a little ditty that I was working on, and we're just going to start with that first key that we were in, A major, right? And just imagine doing this. So I have that, remember we were going root, third, fifth, and then catch the second here. So then we're doing our minor arpeggio, right? B minor, right? Then we'll catch a C sharp major, or a C sharp minor arpeggio here, right? So we're staying right. It's kind of weird because it's fourth, third, second, and then I'm actually going up to the D, right? D major, and then I have this one, E major, right? And then I have, right? You have your F sharp minor, and then G sharp minor interval there, and then back to A, right? We have the octave. So it basically plays out like this. It's kind of cool because we didn't leave that Ionian position. And it's kind of cool. And you can play around with that, you know, kind of thing. And that's it, in a nutshell. Guitar from A to G sharp. How about that? Drink some coffee, kick that pick drum, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.